Hello traders and investors, this is a Bitcoin technical analysis video. This video will be a bit longer than usual and there will be timestamps in the description box. If you want to know my opinion on Bitcoin, the short of the matter is that whatever happens now, even if Bitcoin makes a slightly higher high to 75 or 76K, regardless, we are going down for a correction, a deeper correction, which will probably take us to 52 or between 52 and 55K. And this is not going to be a quick process. It will probably take a few months. And I'm expecting this correction to be complete by October of 2024. After that, I'm expecting the final fifth wave to the upside, which will take Bitcoin to around 100K, maybe a bit more, maybe a bit less, but in no way do I see 250K, 300K, half a million. These numbers are imaginary numbers, at least that's my opinion, as it reflects in the chart right now. Okay? Now, let's move over to the daily chart, and the daily chart will try to answer the question of, is this accumulation or distribution? And this question is not an academic question. We are not academics. We are here to make money. And if we can answer this question conclusively, then we have a high probability trade and we will make money. Okay? Now, uh, when the market maker is done with a range, with a distribution range, he sends the informed traders a message that he's done. What is the message that the market maker sends? It's called an uptrust after distribution. The uptrust after distribution is a move above the range high to trigger the stop losses of all the short traders that traded this instrument short throughout this distribution range. Following that, a violent move, an impulsive move to the downside, which begins the correction. Currently, the market maker didn't send us the message yet. Okay? So, as long as we don't get the message from the market maker, we need to assume that we are still in the range. Okay? Now, is it possible that we will not get an uptrust after distribution? Of course, everything is possible. But at the moment, at least as long as this trend line is holding, I'm assuming one more push to the upside. Okay? Now, these are the trades I'm looking for. If we will get the uptrust after distribution, I will enter a short trade if I will see a rejection to the downside. Okay? Not if Bitcoin will reject to the range high and consolidate below the range high, it's not a short yet. Okay? Only when you see an impulsive move, a strong move to the downside. Now, the invalidation for my bearish bias is if Bitcoin will get above the range high, above 74K, and hold the range as support. Now, if we will not get an uptrust after distribution, I'm still going to trade Bitcoin short, but the high probability short in that case will be if Bitcoin will lose this trend line, because the rule of trend lines is that once the price gets below the trend line, the target is the point, the initiation of the trend line, the point in which this trend began, which is at 50, almost 58K. Let's say 58K, more or less 57, 58K. Okay? So if Bitcoin will lose the trend line, I will be short, but I will not short the breakout of the trend line just like that, because this is the way to get burned. What I'm looking for instead is a retest of the trend line as resistance. This is what happens in most cases. In most cases, when the excuse me, 1 second. Let me draw a curve. Okay. In most cases, when the price gets below the trend line, it doesn't go straight down. First, it tries another to enter the trend line to reinitiate the trend one more time. And this is when the trend line is getting tested as resistance. And this is the high probability short trade because it is usually followed with bearish divergences. And this is the time to take the short trade initially to the range low. But as I said, I'm expecting lower prices. Let's say this point of initiation, 56, 57K is on the table, and even lower numbers, as I've said in the beginning. These are the two trades I'm looking for. Now, we can't ignore the elephant in the room. This cycle was extremely weak. Bitcoin's price did not um, meet expectations, and it's possible that after the failure of the final fifth wave within the third primary wave, that this is a sign of the whole cycle to be a failure, and it is possible that we will go lower than 52K. It is possible that the Bitcoin bear market, so to speak, will begin in the coming days. And it will go, in that case, it will go lower than 52K, lower than 40K. It will be another deep correction, very deep correction, probably to 20K or so. Is it possible? Yes. Is it likely? In my opinion, currently, it's not likely. Okay? Yes, I'm expecting a recession in 2025. I'm expecting a deep recession, not only in the cryptocurrency market. I'm expecting a, a recession throughout the economy, but I still think that we are not there yet, and that we still have at least one more impulse to the upside. And I don't think that now is the time to throw in the towel and say that this cycle has failed and that Bitcoin is finished. No, not yet. Not yet. Yes, I'm expecting a correction, but I don't think that Bitcoin is finished and the recession is already here. Okay? That's my opinion on Bitcoin. Let me know what your opinion is. I'm always looking forward to your comments, and I will see you in the next video.